Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, in Dark Red, issue number 4. This one's going to be fun, and it's going to give you through a whole range of emotions. And I don't know so much about sadness, but maybe, depends on how much you were into this one character who's no longer with us. Anyway, enough about that. Let's start talking about this book. This is indeed issue number 4 of Dark Red, A Horse to Water. Tim Seeley is the co-creator and writer. The other co-creator and the artist in this case is Corin Howell. Mark Englert is the colorist. Marshall Dillon is the letterer. Aaron Campbell on covers. On the cover, there's only one cover, and the logo designer is also Marshall Dillon. Oh my god, the letters and the logo design? This guy's like multi-talented. Oh crap, it turns out there is a variant cover, and it's by Tim Seeley with Mark Englert. What the frick is up with that? Wow, Tim Seeley's drawing some stuff, man. Awesome. Very cool. I don't have that cover. Damn. Anyway, okay, so Chip is rallying some troops, not on purpose. He's not doing that intentionally. Just some people who want to follow him because, like, I ain't gonna have no damn bloodsuckers up in my town, you know what I'm saying? And we find out a little bit about some. First off, not everybody makes it through this, but we also find out about one of the characters in here. Is it a big deal? Might not be, but the fact that it was even mentioned means that yeah, it's probably gonna surface. I like how the story's going. I really like how the characters actually have some kind of meaning. Evie wakes up in a prison, a bloodsucker prison, and she's with that one girl. I can't remember her name, but she's. I don't even think they gave her name in the previous issue. Here they do. She's the girl who was pregnant and her husband was killed, and then she was taken, and this is where she was taken. So yeah, she's like, please don't, drink my baby's blood. Still in her, still cooking. Wow, man, like that's some deep stuff, because you're talking about some neo-Nazi types, and I mean they are about as neo-Nazi gets. Like, you remember when Edward Norton like pulled up his shirt in American History X and he had the big freaking swastika on his chest? This is about 14 times worse. I mean, these guys are serious. They don't want it to be like, well, maybe he was actually trying to do like some kind of a mathematical design. No, like he's got the freaking eagle and like the swastika on top. Like, nope. like he pulls off his shirt and all of a sudden freaking Flight of the Valkyries starts playing. This is a sick book, dude, and with everything they've given us so far, anything that they say is a callback to something that's already happened. It's amazing because we don't think about how much information we've already gotten from this book. So there are things that are said, things that are done, and all of a sudden we're recalling, wait a second, that's how this is coming into play. I like this. I like the setup. I dig this a lot. And it's great, I don't get to see, I haven't read too many indie comics in the past 10 years or so. So getting the opportunity to read more indie comics is cool. And being able to see some of my favorite writers, when they're playing in a sandbox with Marvel and DC, that's one thing. But then when they go off and they're completely on their own and they're actually making their own little mud pie dolls and whatnot, and you get to see what they can do with these when they don't have to go back on the shelf later on, that's kind of cool. That's interesting. So I'm definitely recommending Dark Red. Issue number 4 is a solid issue. If you haven't read the previous issues, you're going to want to. You're going to want to. I still think that it was made that you can look at it and just have a couple of questions, but still be okay. But having those questions answered is a nice little, like there were a couple of times I had a sly little smile, on the corner of my mouth, because I'm like, I know what that's in reference to. Like, I get that reference. Avengers. Anyway, that just came to Netflix. You know that? Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.